I haven't been on Reddit for a while. I wonder how they're handling all their chaos. Oh. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to cover it. All the shenanigans from season 27, from start to mid-season, I'm gonna cover all their memes. So grab a snack and drinks, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Also, I couldn't record this any earlier because I lost my voice. Enjoy! Before I talk about Raichu, I want to bring out something like this. Yeah, remember this patch? Cinderace's secret buff wasn't meant to go live.
Oh, hail, king of the losers!
To all those Cinder mains out there, I'm glad your dreams are crushed.
Emotional damage!
Changes were made to first to 500 mode. Still not in rank yet, but I'm pretty sure it will be the main rank game mode. Also, premates were made more evenly, so that's a matchmaking improvement. But was there any major changes to the matchmaking? Or has anyone else had a particularly easy experience this season? I rose to 1300 plus in just 3 days with over 70% win rate. Maybe a third of my losses have been my team surrendering about 5 minutes into the match when things are not going our way. Not terribly bad though. I checked on API and only 2 or so of my matches were bots. It seems like if I were playing against new players in almost every match. Every other season, it has taken me a week to get out of Ultra with some annoying grind to inexperienced teammates, and then it's a frustrating amount of time to get 1300 plus while solo. Technically, it improved. However, because the game still grandfathers everyone into Masters, or functionally Masters after making it once, you cannot see the fixes. Honestly, I just think the game is dying. I've noticed the player skill on my own team and the enemy team being rather easy. Most are sub 50% win rates, and you can absolutely smurf on if you play a carry mon. You can pause and read through these posts because I think they're a good read. It reflects the sentiment of the community, not as a whole, but a good chunk of it, including myself. So it begins. Look at me! I'm the annoying rat now. The entire Unite community right now. 5 Eevees. 2 Pikachus. How true is this in your experience? Ah! Caught live! Some moron trying to get Raichu not nerfed. Series 27, Breath of Evolution. This patch started out pretty strong. This balanced a lot of Pokemon quite a bit by buffing some of the cool ones without overdoing it, except for Buzzwole, and nerfing a lot of the problematic Pokemon of the time. It even took off the defense penetration from speedsters, which I kinda wish they worked on more, but yeah, goodbye to that.
So I had said that these changes, like these stats would be okay if they just implement them at a lower number than they did. I wouldn't mind them trying something like that if it were at a significantly lower number than it was released at, because like it was absolutely absurd how much damage these things were doing, and I am very glad that they have gotten rid of it.
Ooh. What's happening? Nerfs happening? We can finally play the game in peace? Wrong! Buzzwole Giga Buffs!
Drop it.
New patch notes in a nutshell. In one hand, gold. On the other hand, painful, agonizing failure. Nah, Gudra and Masters needs a rework that they clearly don't want to do. It's fair to balance it for the ranks it actually sees plays. Also, they basically call people losing to it noobs. It's too funny. Alright, this isn't working out. I'm gonna need them roll buffs back. Please no, this is all I have. I'm nothing without these buffs. If you're nothing without these buffs, then you shouldn't have it. To the surprise of absolutely nobody, breaking news! Water is wet. New patch, you know what that means. The Unite meta, the fall of speedsters reign. Close enough. Welcome back, Mewtwo Y. This one sure deserves a side grade instead of a full-on nerf. Discord presides! I've come to make an announcement. Alolan Raichu is a bitch-ass motherfucker. What can I say? I die hard. Robin Hood's return? Now the defense penetration is gone. Vengeance is mine. The Rat Exterminator. What can I say? It's good old reliable. I hate him though. You mean, there's a new broken ADC for me to pocket?
Yippee!
Sniping's a good job, right? The other stupid ADC. For solo queue only. The other stupid ADC. For serious play. Holy shit, I exist again? Guess who's back? What did she do? Paying for his crimes. OP? I think you forgot someone. I'm not even shocked to learn that the common player base keeps forgetting about Zacian, only for it to completely take over the metagame for the next 2 weeks. Isn't that exciting? Now, I want to dedicate this segment to the way I see the PokemonUnite player base. It only has 2 sides for me, and if you play this game for quite a while, you probably see it the same way. There's just no in between. I don't understand. I've gotten to Master Rank 2 seasons in a row. Why am I back downgraded to Ultra? I keep reading that once Master is reached, you keep it. So why do I get demoted at the beginning of every season? Help? Easy. It's rank reset. How it feels to play tank nowadays. I can't lie. It feels pointless to play a tank in solo queue right now unless you're like Snorlax just being a pseudo all-rounder. Or Gridden because he does his own thing. Flamethrower okay because Flamethrower reduces special attack. What? Since defenses mean nothing now? What is he talking about? This game making all these new characters and items do over 1 trillion damage now. I choose Umbreon and Crystal and I get blown up into 1,000,000 pieces by Leafeon Final Oh my god. What is this read? I can't even read these properly. I cringe. I'll just leave this guy's reply do the job. I could not have said it any better. And hey, I am maining tank on my first ever MOBA, so definitely do this. Worst meta to be a defender/support main. No matter who I play, Umbreon, Trev, Lapras, Mamo, Gudra, Blissey, Clefable, not Wiggly for some reason, Hoops, I feel like we're getting shredded before getting to the support. Here's a word of advice for you. Play better. Nobody plays Greedent. So I'm currently sitting at almost 500 matches, and I have never encountered a single Greedent. Neither ranked nor casual. Is there a reason why he has such a low usage rate? Well, first of all, it is not a popular Pokemon in the West. It is only popular in the East, so that's already lower numbers. Second, not a lot of bots play Greedent. They play other defenders. And third, its moveset requires a lot of resources to learn and a lot of difficult modes to control it. It just has its own playstyle that players can't seem to figure out, so that's why nobody gets to play it. I would know. I play Greedent. That's one of my most played characters. But that's the thing about Greedent players. It is only played by those dedicated players who know the character from top to bottom. Teeds quit Unite, and so did Nuts.
Hold on. We still remember the Teeds Nuts Reddit show, right? What the?
The viewership for Unite fell off a cliff. I wouldn't bother making content for a dead game either. But some of us still will. I quit Greedent when they made Bullet Seed cancel on CC after ages. Makes it a pain to play. The biggest problem with Greedent is by picking it, suddenly your entire team thinks they're free from having to play a defender. So now you don't have a proper frontline tank, and you don't have a tank that's constantly stunning the enemy team. There's a simple solution for this, guys. Play Covet. You use defenders because you like playing them. I use defenders because nobody else picks them. We're not the same. Yeah, clearly not. We're not the same. I like playing them. As a defender main, you instantly recognize after the first minute if someone who picked a tank actually knows how to play tank. Or not. If you see that he doesn't do tank things, you can only start to pray. I wish defenders had more options. I get bored easily on what we got.
Hope.
Me picking Lapras at the boss fights with 4 random mages. Seriously, team composition is key. Love that more and more people are playing defender and support in solo queue. Need more of you to wear experience share, please. Doesn't matter how good or bad your carry is, Not wearing it holds you back because you can do everything fine, and because you don't have the light bulb in your head, the other carry is just always ahead. I hear you, but my Ho-Oh needs to hit level 13 as soon as humanly possible for that buff shield damage. What is wrong with you? And thank you, OP, for teaching him a lesson. How solo queue teammates see themselves. Does anyone else only get Meow teammates that ult at the worst possible time? I think the worst is when a Ho-Oh player revives you seconds before you respawn and the enemy team immediately dogpiles you. Ho-Oh should wait till enemies are away from the feather to revive. Ho-Oh is actually justified user of Shedinja.
What the fuck?
Nope. Every Ho-Oh's on my team. It looks like you get the really bad players then. Look at all this Ho-Oh slander. Which inspired me to make my next video. Coming soon. Okay, recently I didn't get a teammate. I got an enemy Meowscarada. Check this out. Yep. So clearly these Pokemon are broken. Yep. We can't let the enemy team pick them and our matchup would be easier, right? Sounds about right. So let's ban them. Ban Gudra and Decidueye. Ah! Did they even remember that this thing still exists?
All around me are familiar faces.
No cash? No! They remember that free Hollowware doesn't give them money. They're too busy counting the money from $40 skins to even begin thinking. Yes, they do. They don't care about it. They do remember, but it makes no profit, so they won't update it. Hope they haven't forgotten about it or the other. I don't think it's changed since launch, correct me if I'm wrong. For those who are curious, Hollowware Ticket Exchange has not been updated since January of 2022. It's been 3 years and 5 months since this has been changed. If you're playing an EXP share defender or supporter in lane, and you think you're playing quite well, but your lane partner keeps dying and going too deep, just know it's not your fault. You're loved and appreciated. You literally make me smile when you play EXP share Eldegoss. It makes me feel relieved. It lets me know kindness still exists in this world. Thank you. I love you, platonically. I know some days you'll get lane partners, but one of these days, you get a really good one and steamroll your lane. More and more players continue to lose hope. Developers continue to evolve the game and attempt to gain more traction and profit. And this player base continues to demonstrate that it doesn't matter how many battles you have, there's always two sides of the Unite player base. Ones that are really bad, and the others who are very passionate and really want this game to thrive. However, this game is dying, not in the literal sense, but in the sense where this game is actually doomed to be in niche territory despite having their major IP. I was a major hopeful, but this doesn't look good. It has lost a lot of interest, and it's gonna be very tough to get it back. They're hoping that slowly merging with the Chinese version is gonna be the best way to, well, get this game back some of the flair that it used to have. Which is not going to, because players have already spoken out on how they don't like the 500 point mode. Now, I wish that there is more incentivization for casual play, like they do when they inaugurated the first to 500 mode. That should be the next step. Just keeping away the casual players from ranked. Because this game has been too competitive ever since it got into Worlds. And for me, man, there's a lot of stuff happening IRL. It really delayed this recording. It's gotten crazy. Like, I don't even know what's happening to myself sometimes. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care.